I don't call it natural horsemanship. I think it's more just putting things to a horse in a way that makes sense to them so that they understand their job more than anything else. I know even as a kid, that's all I wanted to do. Even if I wasn't riding them, I just wanted to be around them. Kind of tough things for an old cowboy to say, but I was passionate about horses and I really cared. Some of the things that we did to horses when I was young, I would never do today. And I'm not critical of the guys that did them because we didn't know a better way. People have a tendency to treat horses the way they think they should be treated, not how the horse needs to be treated. What I find is frustration begins where knowledge ends. It doesn't matter whether it's with a horse or whether it's you're trying to work on your car but you've never done it before. If you haven't taught your dog not to act up like mine, and then you tell them to stop, just like they don't listen to me and they don't stop, you can't get frustrated because you didn't teach them anything. When I was a kid in Texas, a lot of the old cowboys that helped me along the way, some of these guys were the original cowboys who had ridden on cattle drives back in the, late 1800s, early 1900s, who used a horse and realized the value of the horse and treated it accordingly. Especially the guys who had consideration for the horse, realizing that the better care they took care of that horse and the more effort and training they put into the horse, the better tool, for lack of a better term, the better tool you were going to have. The biggest influences on me have been my wife, who passed away. She was an old soul. She could always see that what you did today, how it affected you, not just tomorrow, but a year down the road. The other big influence that I've had, the biggest influence, were the horses, to help keep me grounded, keep me on track, and teaching me to have empathy for the horses. And when I say empathy, just more of understanding of where they're coming from. Horses are not black and white. The more understanding you have about that, the better you're going to be in a position to deal with it, to get what you want, so that both sides come out winning. Nothing was ever said that we're supposed to jump on you and ride you and scare you and make you do all this stuff. But yet with our kids, and I have kids, that we'll send them to school for 12 years, send them to college, and then allow them to go out and learn. If we would give a fraction of that consideration to the horse, it's absolutely amazing what they give back to us. Are you willing to take the time that it takes to really turn this into a willing animal who trusts you and is willing to work for you? It has to make sense to the horse. It doesn't matter how much sense it makes to you, because you're only one half of the equation. It has to make sense to this animal that you're dealing with. There have been a lot of ahas when I've looked across at a horse who was truly troubled, and all of a sudden that horse is looking back at me, and I can see in that horse's eyes that I get it now. Those are the rewards, It's about the mental state of the horse. Can you get your horse to where they're enjoying it and don't feel threatened, and they have a good attitude about it, a willing attitude. And if you can achieve that in horses, then pretty much it doesn't matter what discipline you go to. At least you've got something that's with a good attitude and a willingness to try. We'll just treat this horse like you would treat your kid, your best friend, your partner. You want them to have confidence, you want them to have respect, you'll do just fine. You'll do just fine. My name is Johnny Leverett. My living is I work with horses.